everyone. So welcome to our first lecture. Today we are going to actually look at the first lecture, which is the overview of information system. I hope you have watched my introductory video and also some of the videos that are posted from YouTube. You are required to watch all those videos, and in our assignment, I'm going to ask you guys to have a discussion about those videos. So let's start chapter 1. Some of the things that we are going to learn from this chapter is that we are going to actually discuss some of the common application of information systems. Also, we will talk about the differences between computer literacy and information literacy. And so we will also learn about different types of information system and what is, for example, TPS or transaction processing system. What is MIS, management information system, and what is DSS, decision support system. Also, we will talk about the 4 components of an information system. Our other learning outcomes will be to discuss the difference between data and information. So what is the data? What is information? Also, what is knowledge? We will also talk about the functional area of a business. So every business has different function, and we will discuss more about that. And also, we will talk about the how information technology can gain competitive advantage in today's market. Our other learning outcomes would be, at the end of this chapter, we will be able to explain the 5 forces model that will be available to gain a competitive advantage. Finally, we will review the IT job market. So basically, if you are in this field, what are the job markets that are available and the outlook of the information systems. So I'm sure all of you have used the computer information system in your daily life. Well, some of the examples that maybe we can think about, basically just logging into this system, to the learning management system, and having this live online sessions. Other things that maybe you will see in the organization are like banking industry. So they use a lot of computer information system for banking. So why do you think they use all these information systems? One of the reasons is to reduce costs, and another thing is to gain competitive advantage. So for example, if you are using online banking, first of all, most of the banks are now offering online banking. And also, when you do online banking, you don't have to go and see a teller, and you are probably helping with that bank to reduce their costs. Also, maybe you have experience, you could even, when you travel, you even print your own boarding pass. Again, that's a lot of airline company are reducing costs by that, by you sitting at your home and printing your boarding pass rather than going there to a customer service representative or, trying to print it over there. Also, you can think about just grocery store, point of sale system. Some of you maybe have gone to a grocery store and you checked out the grocery yourself. That is actually speeding up the service, and also it is helping to reduce the cost for that organization or for that grocery store. Other information system has been used in, maybe you can think about hospitals. Hospitals, they use information system. Other information system could be used maybe even in places like chain markets like Walmart, or maybe you can even think about a company that is very small, even a flower shop that are basically having an online sales system. Another reason why you should study information system, and because you are using it everyday life, and you have to use it in any industry that you go and work for. But also the computer literacy is important to have something like, if you know how to use the word processor, spreadsheet, database management system, and presentation software. It is also good to know about hardware and softwares and know how internet is working, how collaboration tools are working, and so on. So these are two skills that you need to know in order to be productive these days. It's not like before that we didn't even have to touch the computers. We could come here and just do everything by phone. Nowadays, probably everybody who goes to their office, they go and check their email first thing in the morning, and they have to log in to a system. Also, as part of information literacy, understanding the role of information system is very helpful. And just knowing how the system works can maybe help you to be able to make better decisions in terms of that organization. So you can actually, by using the information system, managers can actually make better decisions. They can actually analyze the results of their data. They could be able to forecast better and make a strategic plan for future. One of the terminologies that we might use in this course, and you will hear in the field of information technology, is the business intelligence, or BI. BI provides historical and current and predictive view of business operation and environment. So you can see, for example, with the BI system, you can see what has been sold in past 5 years. What are the best product that has been sold in past 5 years? And what is the current thing that's selling right now? And then with that, you can actually forecast the future. What kind of a product could sell better? Maybe what you can focus your kind of a marketing on, which one you can spend more money on, which product is better to forecast for the future. So business intelligence tools also give competitive advantage to the organizations. So a lot of companies now, in order to gain competitive advantage and become successful in their area, they need to use these tools. And the companies who are successful are using these tools as an enabler for them to do businesses. Okay, so we're going to just talk about some of the information systems that's out there. One of them is the TPS system, or we call it the transaction processing system. You might think, oh, what is a TPS? Well, TPS is actually one of those information systems that is being used for data collection and processing. Something like accounting system could be a simple TPS. Something like bank machine could be a simple transaction processing system. It's process the transaction. And mainly it's being used to reduce cost. Also, some other things that you can do with this type of a system is for record keeping. Also doing some simple clerical operation, and also is useful for inventory control. And these type of systems require minimum human involvement. And normally we use the transaction processing system to automate some sort of a process. So the next level up after the TPS is called MIS, or Management Information System. So basically TPS, you can think about it as accounting system, finance system, payroll system in an organization. These are transaction processing system. And then on top of it, there is this another system that's called MIS, Management Information System. So in Management Information System, their data are being organized, and basically integration of hardware, software, technologies, data, processes, and human element. So basically managers are going to use these systems more often. And they are being designed to produce timely, accurate, and useful information for decision making. So the transaction processing system feed the data into the information system. The information system is processing it. And then, for example, some manager can look at certain reports, for example, that come out of this management information system and can be able to make decisions. Some decisions like, okay, how many new hires did I get this month? Okay, how many people I should pay salary increase to, or things like that. When we are talking about management information system, we talk about process. What is a process? Process is a method for performing a task in an MIS application. So process could be something that's going on all the time. It's a process, it doesn't end. So, and it's also a method for doing some kind of a task in the MIS application. So basically, when you are designing information systems, you have to define what is the objective of this information system. So let's say you want to design an accounting system. You have to first look at it. What is the objective? What is this system going to do for me? Then you have to be able to collect and analyze past and future data to be able to help you maybe benchmark. And then you have to provide the information in a useful format so that those people who need to be able to make the decisions, such as those high-level managers, can make that decision. MIS are being used everywhere in the industry. They could be used in private as well as public sectors. Okay, let's look at some of the major components of information system. Information system consists of data, database, process, and information. So in every information system, first you have the data, which is raw facts. Data is raw facts, has no meaning. So basically, this is something that you input into the system. So it's raw facts, no meaning, and it could be, the source of data could be from internal sources like sales, personnel records, or it could be from external, like customers, competitors, government agencies, maybe other labor and population statistics. So these data could be numbers, could be letters, it could be something, it could be a character, and it doesn't have any meaning. There are different ways of actually collecting data. There are two different ways. One of them is aggregated data, and then there is another one, disaggregated. Aggregated are being used for reporting overall performance, maybe during a sales quarter. And then disaggregated is basically you use it maybe for analyzing certain product or certain salesperson or things like that. So aggregated is like integration for the overall performance. And disaggregated is just maybe you're analyzing part of things. Another component that we talk about is database. So every database has, of course, data in it. So what is a database? Database is collection of relevant data that are organized in a manner that can be useful and integrates into different files. Database is important for every information systems. Sometimes we call the database management software. Sometimes we call it database management system. Maybe, can you think about a database that we use every day? Maybe an Access database is a good example. So why do we use these databases? These databases could be used to reduce the redundancy of the data, reduce personnel time needing to gather all this information, and also reduces the interpretation of all these data manually. Because once you have it into the database, you can create reports from the database, you can analyze it from the database, so you don't have to do all this manually. Process is another component of information system. So process, we use it in order to be able to make useful information, to be able to make decision. So normally data is being processed to be turned into information. So data is a raw fact. It's going to be in a process, do some calculation on it, and then it's going to be turned into information which has meaningful information. So process could be also turned into transaction processing reports, and also could be used as a decision making. Now, information. Information is another component of management information system. Information consists of facts that are analyzed by the process, or it has some meaning to it. So remember, data is raw facts, information is processed data, which means now it has some kind of a meaning to it. But we get a lot of information from all over the place. So we need to find out what is valuable information and what is not valuable. What kind of information has the quality that we are looking for, and what are the information that doesn't have the quality we are looking for. So we can actually look for those information that has the quality that we want and has the value that we want. So one of the qualities of information is basically timeliness. It needs to be on time. That means we need to receive it within the amount of time that we need to have. Another one is actually integrating it with other data and information. So that means it can be useful in other cases. Another quality could be that data has to be consistent, and it has to also be accurate. Inaccurate data is not what we want. It doesn't have that quality that we want. And the data and also information has to be relevant. That means it has to be relevant to that topic. So if the manager is asking for, today's employee's salary, we cannot bring like 10 years ago salary. So it needs to be relevant. And also, information has to be useful. That means other people or with another interface can use and take advantage of this information. And it can also be flexible so that it can be easily used in another settings. Information systems could produce information in different formats. So normally the format that we see a lot is in terms of graphics, maybe in terms of, kind of a charts. Sometimes we might also see it in terms of different tables. Sometimes we can even see those in a dashboard format with all these nice charts and graphic in all one place. And sometimes you can see it into reports. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video, and because I don't want you guys to get lost, so we're gonna stop it here and take a break, and then I'm gonna create the next video for the other section. Thank you for watching for now. So watch the second part of this video. Thanks, bye-bye.